Welcome to the Explainer. So today we're focusing on a really critical bottleneck in natural language processing, or NLP for short. It's called discourse processing. You see, for an NLP parser, just parsing individual words, that simply isn't enough. It actually has to act like a highly meticulous detective, literally tracking entities step by step to build a coherent mental model of the text. It has to calculate exactly who did what and to whom across massive blocks of text just to extract any real meaning.
Okay, let's dive into this with a really simple micro-level problem. Think about the sentences, John came home, he was tired. To us humans, he is obviously John, right? But to a machine processing raw text, he is literally just a two-letter placeholder, completely devoid of any inherent meaning. Processing these ambiguous placeholder words to correctly extract the underlying narrative is the foundational challenge of discourse processing. It requires the machine to maintain state and context rather than just looking at isolated single sentences.
To solve this, our parser detective first has to scan the text for linguistic clues. We call these referring expressions, and they're basically words that specifically point to real-world objects. This includes pronouns like he or they, demonstratives like this, proper nouns, and definite noun phrases like the engine. Identifying these is the absolute necessary first step. The system has to map these highly varied expressions, which, can change depending on the speaker's perspective or the sentence structure, right back to a single unified concept.
So the crucial point is that the ultimate goal of tracking all these clues is discourse reference resolution. You'll also hear it commonly called co-reference resolution. This is the exact mechanical process of linking those referring expressions back to their correct discourse entities. By doing this, the system constructs what's called a coherent entity grid. Think of it like an internal database that maps relationships and state changes over time, transforming a string of disconnected words into structured, queryable semantic data. It's a real game changer for the machine's understanding.
Let's move to and see how this builds. When the NLP system attempts to resolve these references, it generally navigates in two different directions to establish cohesive ties. The first direction is anaphora, and that means linking backward to an entity that has already been introduced in the preceding text. The exact opposite of that is cataphora, which actually requires the parser to link forward to an entity that hasn't even been mentioned yet. Both of these directions present some seriously unique computational challenges for the parser's context window.
And this brilliantly illustrates anaphora in action. Looking back at our initial example, John came home, he was tired. We can see exactly how it works. The NLP system encounters the pronoun he, and it immediately searches backward through its processed context window. It evaluates potential candidates, finds a matching discourse entity based on grammatical rules, things like gender and number agreement, and successfully links he back to John. After that, it updates its internal entity grid to recognize them as the exact same real-world entity.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how cataphora throws a distinct curveball at the parser. Take the sentence. Although she was tired, Mary finished the report. Here, the system encounters the pronoun she right at the very beginning. Because there's absolutely no previous mention to reference, the parser has to hold this placeholder in its active memory. It literally has to scan forward, keeping that unresolved variable open until the actual discourse entity, Mary, is finally revealed and the resolution can be structurally completed.
So think about it. Without successfully resolving who is who, an NLP system simply cannot track thematic progression. It will inevitably lose context across multi-turn dialogues, resulting in AI that hallucinates or generates heavily confused summaries. Resolving these linguistic ties is the invisible, absolutely crucial necessity that gives modern machines the illusion of true semantic understanding. It really begs the question, as texts get longer and context windows keep expanding, how close are we to machines that can track complex narratives even better than we do? Thanks for joining this explainer.